Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hannan Sofea binti Wan Abu Bakar with matric number 2015912, and today I will be presenting my research paper. So for introduction, language which includes phonology, morphology, lexicon and syntax is essential for human communication. It is important for day-to-day living, particularly for interactions with others. ESL students frequently struggle to learn the language since English is not their first language. Statement of the problem: the difficulties faced by ESL learners in using tenses such as past tense or present tense and English models. So for research gap, only a few studies have been made on difficulties faced by ESL learners in learning and utilizing tenses and English models. So for the significance of the study, this study is expected to contribute and may the study help the educator to strategize and teach efficiently that will benefit ESL learners as well as English educators. So for research objectives, as illustrated above, this paper aims to examine the distribution of factuality verb features in both texts and to see how factual messages are being conveyed in those texts. So for research questions, this paper aims to answer the following research questions, which are: how are the factuality verb features being distributed in both texts, and how are factual messages being conveyed in those texts? So moving on to the methodology, this research employs a mixed methodology that combines quantitative and qualitative methods. Firstly, the text will be analyzed to see the distribution of the factuality verb features. So first text is vocabulary learning strategies in second language acquisition, a review of literature by Wendy Engl and Rosli Muhammad Naim from the International Journal of Language Literacy and Translation with a length of 230 words, and the article was published in 2023. And the second article is newspaper article which was published in 2023 and by New Straits Times. The title of the article is Give Priority to Teaching of English by Dr. Tan Engl with a length of 313 words. So both texts will be analyzed using a factuality system. There are two levels of factuality, which are high factuality and low factuality. High factuality consists of emphatic, which is auxiliary to, and high factuality can be categorized into two, which are inflections as, ed, and zero inflections, and auxiliaries is, are, was, were, has, have, had. And low factuality consists of highly assuring hypotheticality, will, would, must, should, and low hypotheticality, can, could, may, might. Lastly, the text also will analyze ambiguity, which includes to plus verb, verb plus ing, and verb plus en. So for findings and discussion, the result shows that there are 72 verb phrases altogether analyzed in both articles. From the analysis that has been made, it was discovered that both articles use high factuality such as the inflections as, ed, and zero inflections, and auxiliaries is, are, was, were, has, have, had. This can be seen in examples below from both texts. So both articles or texts show significant use of high factuality verb features more than low factuality verb features. This is to show how close or how factual the event is to reality. Grammatical features that can be employed to communicate factual messages indicate that the messages are contextually independent. So lastly, the conclusion. Overall, there is frequent use of high factuality more than low factuality in the article because the writers want to emphasize the actions that have taken place and how close the event to reality. In conclusion, the factuality system is important to determine the action that can show how close the event is to reality. It is also important to show that the message is contextually independent. So one of the limitations that has been found throughout this study is that the number of the text is very limited. This is specifically text in terms of educational purposes. And as for recommendations, future research can use more text to better enhance the research to give an advantage to ESL learners as well as to English educators. That's all from me. Thank you.